Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to create an intro for this video because this is unique. Developers are starting to include AngryJoeShow in press rotations, where they fly out to San Francisco. In this, to show off the game to GameSpot, IGN, Kotaku, all those other, I think there's two more that they said. This particular one is Larian Studios, the creators of Divinity Original Sin. Now, I backed that game on Kickstarter without them asking. I didn't get paid or anything, just because I thought the concept was so cool. Didn't do a review for it, didn't have time, but I did put it on my top 10 best games of 2014. So that might have been one of the reasons why they know who I am or wanted to show off the game directly to you guys. And they said this is the same build we're going to show IGN, GameSpot, and what we're going to have at PAX behind. And I was like, that's so cool that I could just bring it directly from the developer and show you guys, cut out all the bullshit, embellishment, and all that stuff, and show it to you raw. I've always wanted to do that. When I go to like E3 or PAX, I always wanted to have like Google glasses just so that as we could watch the presentation together. But they got rules over there at E3 and stuff. Publishers don't allow that, and some devs are like, oh no, I'm terrible, don't show that, you guys make it better or whatever. So I just think it's cool bringing it directly from the developers themselves. In this case, it's actually the founder of Larian Studios who brought a laptop by, and we were playing in cooperative mode. So this is Divinity Original Sin 2. You can check it out, see if it's a game you might be interested in, and apparently we're on press tours now at the AngryJoeShow, so I think that's pretty cool. So make up your own mind on the game, or if you want, you can wait for our eventual review or streaming of it and see how you like it. Okay, guys, check it out. Divinity Original Sin 2, directly from the developers. Hey guys, what's up? Angry Joe, and I'm here with OtherJoe and Sven, the founder of Larian Studios, who dropped by my house to show us what are we looking at here?
This is a prototype of Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh my gosh, so that's freaking awesome. Is this like the first time you're showing this to like anybody in the States or anything like that?
Yeah, this is going to be like an exclusive. I think you're the first YouTuber that's... Actually, you're the first guy that has video footage of it.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Privilege right there.
Yeah. Shut up. Well, is this actually the build that you're going to be showing off at PAX?
Yeah. That's
actually kind of cool. So think of it like you get an exclusive pass to PAX, the booth at Larian Studios to check out Divinity Original Sin 2. Obviously, I kickstart, just so you guys know the history, why is he here? Well, why are you here, actually?
I missed my plane.
See, we're in Austin, Texas, and not Seattle, but you wanted to come by and just show me the game? Why? Because
well, we're doing a press tour right now.
Press tour. Okay, cool. So I'm apparently one of the stops now on the press tour. So I feel like I've made the big time. Okay, guys. So I actually kickstarted the original Divinity Original Sin. I found it to be a great game. I put it on the top 10 games of 2014 because it was really awesome. It's one of those sort of, hidden gems. If you hadn't heard about it, go check it out. This is the sequel, and are you guys going to be doing a Kickstarter again for this one?
Yeah, we're launching it just before PAX, and the Kickstarter is going to be to extend on the things that I'll be showing you.
Okay, and so what is build here? Is the game finished? I mean, we're looking at some build here, or is this like pre-alpha or what?
No, this is running on our enhanced edition engine, and it's still early days. Actually, it may look polished because there's already a lot of functions that we have, and we're using all of the rule sets that were already established. But there's a lot of ambition here to do way further. I think when this will be done, it'll be one hell of an RPG.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's get a little exclusive gameplay look, and Sven will show off his game for us, and we'll see if it's something that you guys might be interested in.
Okay. So I'm controlling Lady Gwyn here. She is a escaped sorcerer, actually. Well, we're basically prisoners that escaped from a prison. We crash landed here. We were being pursued by guys called divine magicers, and we were put in prison because we are using a form of magic that is forbidden, and that is called source magic, and we'll see why that is. What's new in Original Sin 2 is that you can now control multiple races. So I have here...
Yeah, before it was only humans, right?
Yeah,
so
it was only humans. And
so who can be?
This is a wood elf, so you can play as elves. We will later see, or we can actually go and have a look. This is an imperial dwarf. So he's being controlled by Thomas here. who's our...
Oh yeah, and so I have to show you this. Here is Thomas back there in the corner. You wave or something. I don't know if you can even see him. We stuck him in the corner there. So he's playing on his own laptop. So obviously 4-player cooperative RPG. That is freaking sweet. I enjoyed all the co-op elements in Divinity Original Sin with Delrith. You can do some pretty funny things in the game. So with 4 players, it's going to be pretty insane. Now, these actual races, are they going to actually feel different? What do they have? Stat differences, different stories, or what?
Well, when you start playing the game, something that's new that wasn't in the first game is that you pick an origin story in addition to your race, and those origin stories have an enormous impact on the game. We'll see many examples of that as we proceed through it. And so if you're going to be an elf, you'll have plenty of different options than if you're a dwarf, or than if you're a human, or indeed if you are a lizard. Okay. And so you can play in single player, you can play cooperatively, and what you can also do is you can play competitively. So I'll be showing you a little bit of that also.
Sweet. Competitively.
Yeah, and
coming for you, Joe.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. I'm going to make everybody in the world hate you.
Ouch.
in a manner that you haven't done before. All right, I'm going to show you quickly a few things that changed in combat. So we're attacked by a couple of dune beetles here.
Good changes, because I liked your combat in the original. It was, you don't see this type of combat very often in the huge, AAA mainstream games. So I'm glad that somebody was out there still doing this style.
Well, it's the core of it is all the same. So you have the top of the screen. You see my turn-based, my turn order. And the beetles are first because they have a higher initiative because they're ambushing me. So that's why they go before us. And then the elf is faster and swifter, so she has a higher initiative rating than Lady Gwyn, who's more of a warrior. Every action costs action points. That's what you see at the bottom of the bar. A big difference with the original game is that action points have become much more important and are much more tactical. In the original game, you had 15 action points.
Yeah, there was a lot of, and they would turn red or they would turn green.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you basically you see automatically how much that you're using it. So if I want to move over here, it's going to cost me 3. If I move over here, it's going to cost me 2. If I move over here, it's going to cost me 1.
So she only has 4? 3?
Yeah. So you only have 4. Well, she actually has 3, and she can keep 1 action point, move it to the next turn, and then she'll have 4 in the next turn. So that's one of those things that you could do. But the actions have become cheaper also. So you, like for instance, if I want to do this teleportation skill here on this guy, it's going to cost only 1 action point. In the past, that would have been something like 5 action points. Now, why did we do it? Because suddenly people are much more calculating with their action points, so it becomes much more strategical. And let me just switch off the tutorial messages here, because otherwise we're going to be keeping on seeing them. And I hope that I can switch it off. No, do you? I'm looking for the tutorial message. It's not in there, is it? Well, it's supposed to be in there, so we'll be seeing some tutorial messages that don't make sense, but that's okay. This is
off the cuff. This is unscripted. This is just. I like these kinds of things. It's laid back. It's so cool that we've got a developer here showing the game, because this is the kind of stuff when I go to E3 or PAX, I see behind closed doors. So it's really cool of you to show it to everybody here that's gonna watch this video on this channel.
Yeah.
So I think that's really awesome. So you get to see what we see normally, where we have to pay $1,000 flying over there. You get to see it for free.
It's very scary for us, though.
But all right. So far, so good. It hasn't broke.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast a grease spell. So that's another action point. So you see, I can actually chain up to 3 actions in one round.
Grease is new.
Grease is new, yeah. It wasn't in the original game. It acts like oil in the sense that I can put it on fire. Yeah. But then when it rains and on burning grease, then the same thing happens in real life. It causes a big explosion.
Oh, okay. I've never put water on.
I wouldn't advise it.
Okay.
You probably don't want to.
Right.
So I don't know much about grease other than I eat a lot of it at fast food. So I will be the master of grease.
So what she's going to do is she's going to put the grease on fire. So the game has a classless skill system. And so you can basically learn plenty of skills of different classes, but specialization is rewarded. And what I'm going to do with her now is because I think this guy's going to attack me in the next turn. So I'm going to cast a skill called Shackles of Pain on him. So that means that if he hurts me, he's going to hurt himself.
Okay.
And then I don't have enough action points, so I'll keep that action point for the next turn. So she is now, I'm being hit. I took the wrong guy. So you see there, he's killing himself essentially.
Okay.
And that guy burned up, so that was good. We didn't even need to put the water on it. See that the ghost.
He's
that
still
appears?
alive.
No, it's a
Some
ghost.
ghosts!
I
like 'em.
One of the things that's special about us, and also why we're being hunted so much, is that our source powers allow us to see ghosts. And the
I
stuff,
see dead people.
So you like
Yeah.
ghost whisperers?
yeah,
We're
Okay.
yeah,
ghosts.
literally.
For every enemy in the game, there's gonna be a ghost.
Yes.
Okay.
And not only for
Well-
every enemy, because like in Original Sin 1, you can kill anybody. And we'll see that you can use that.
Aha.
You're starting to think now.
Can you? Yeah, there's lots of stuff. Can they still talk?
Yes.
Why are there gonna be ghosts? I
Because
don't
you can
understand.
talk to them.
Okay.
And so ghosts...
Why did you kill me?
It's like,
Because
"You
I
taught
did not
me."
like you. You were ugly.
I'll show you a couple of examples. So let me first show you one other new thing that we've done. So we're in combat here, and I'm going to use one of my source powers, which is called source vampirism, and I'm going to extract from the body a source point. And so the body is gone.
Source point. That's a new resource.
Yeah, so you see that I have this little ball over here.
Yeah.
And source points are essentially a very scarce resource. You can maximum, at this stage in the game, we're level 10 I think, I have maximum 1 source point. But I need them to cast a whole bunch of special skills. These skills here, all the green ones, are source, well it basically says so over there that you need 1 source point. And they're very powerful and they can change the entire flow of the game, but you can only access them if you have a source point. So once you use it up, you'll need to find another body, for instance, to suck it from, and use it to your advantage. So,
Find something else to kill.
so like for instance, here I don't actually need to use source points because these guys are already almost dead, so I will not do that. Instead, I will just try to finish them off.
Was that like a flying lightning kick? What was that?
That was a lightning strike.
Oh, cool. Lightning
But the
strike.
animations are also all work in progress.
Oh, all right.
I-
That's right. You said
Yeah.
pre-alpha.
Yeah, so there's gonna
That's
be.
why there's no music as well, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. So.
And the greatest thing about this is because you're here, I
Yeah.
could just simply move this window so that people can see. All right, cool. So I can move the window so that you guys can see the party system.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my stuff with ghosts a little bit later on. So
Okay.
I'll keep you in suspense on what I can do with them. Instead, I'm going to go and pick up.
Are they just gonna?
I said,
Do
do
they
they
ever
just
disappear?
yeah.
They'll disappear.
Okay,
So
so
if the lore behind ghosts is that eventually they move off to the Hall of Echoes unless they are lost souls, and then they'll just be haunting,
Wandering forever.
unless somebody helps them. So Thomas, if you could follow me, that would be great. Yeah, and like run because you're the dwarf.
It's okay, he's still powerful.
We're still trying
That's
to.
other Joe. You're gonna be a dwarf class when we play.
Thomas, make me look good, Thomas.
Hurry up, Thomas. We're gonna leave you behind.
I'm sprinting.
Well, it's something that we're still trying to figure out what to do with him because he's now moving faster than his animations go, and because he's really handicapped because they moved the animations were done on him, and so he was always behind.
Yeah.
So and that wasn't necessarily a lot of fun. So
Story of my life.
this boatmaster here, Rutan of the Boats, addresses me, and she recognizes one in my party. So Lady Gwyn is somebody who lives on this island, and so she's being recognized. And one of the big things in Original Sin 2 is that depending on who you are, you will have different options in the game. So the origins of a character are a very big theme. And so since she's from here, her options will be all related to like, weren't you in jail and how come that you get out of here? And so I'll just say that I don't want to talk about it ever, and then I can explain how I got here. But I'll tell her to mind her own business. And then as I ask, because I need to get out of here because those guys that were following us and that caused our boat to crash, they're going to be here soon. And so if we don't get out
time
of
for chit chat.
yeah, so and so the problem is that this is a very remote island, and there's only one ferry which comes like every couple of weeks. And but luckily for me, the mayor has been poisoned, and so soon there will be divine magisters sooner than normal, which is not necessarily a good thing because that's exactly the type of guys that we want to avoid. So what I want to do demonstrate here is, oops, sorry about that. I want to show you how my different characters actually cause different reactions and have different interaction options in the world. So let's have a look at the statue over here of Axeman. And so she says, well, I was afraid of this guy when I was a kid. Okay. So, and then the thief, who is also a human, goes, he's going to say what every single human main character would say about this guy. So he says, oh, yeah, I learned about him in school. And so but he was pretty bad. Now the elf, who doesn't, she does not hail from these lands. She does not know who Harold is. So she's going to say, what did I say? Well, he looks impressive, but he probably was a big warrior. And so if we're going to have Thomas, if you can go there, Thomas is going to go and have a look at the dwarf. And so he's going to say, you know, that was a guy that killed plenty of dwarfs. So he has a very different point of view about our little dwarf here.
That's pretty cool.
So instead of the text prompts, they all have unique text instead of the same text for every 4 character. Now, is that going to be voice acted in there? Because that was on the screen super fast, and I kind of want to read what these other guys have to say.
So we don't know how much we're going to be able to voice act yet, because the original game had 800,000 words, which we voiced for the enhanced edition. But this one is going to have well into the millions of words, because of all the different origin stories actually have really almost all different dialogues.
Oh,
so
wow.
So like once we'll be a little bit further in this demo here, you'll start realizing exactly how mad we've gone on the things that we're putting in there. And
but there is going to be voice acting. It's just like what exactly?
How much?
Is it going to be all voice acted and? That's
well,
those
like
little things that to do, or
no, those little things that they're saying here, they should be voice acted, because we put a lot of work in having characters talk to each other and introduce narrative. Original Sin is a game in which you don't have any in-game scenes that block the action, because you have to be able to play it in multiplayer, and we use things like this a lot to be able to tell you about what's going on in the game actually. Alright, let's go talk to those goals. So you see, she also remembers this place. If you would have been playing with another character, then that other character would have said something else over here. Alright, I'm going to go talk to this ghost here. So one of the things that's unique about us is our ability to see ghosts. We have the Spirit Talk trait, which is a special trait. And we can pretty much chat with all of them. This guy is laughing at another guy. But what I can also do is I can steal his soul. So I just did that, and I basically
vaporized him.
That sucks.
I took his astral energy, and the reason I did that was to recharge this bloodstone here. So I have a couple of inert bloodstones, and now it's charged. And now why do I do that? Well, because they give me a source point in combat, so I can also get them from these special objects. But for that, I need to fill them with the astral energy of a ghost. Now, these are very dark things, taking it from the body, taking it from a ghost, and it's because and this is going to sound silly, of course, because it will be the dark side of the source and the light side of the source. But that's essentially what you can do. So you have it's very attractive to do it in the way I'm doing it, because there's plenty of ghosts, and you can kill anybody.
You start sucking ghosts off all in the world.
Yeah, but there's
Wait, no.
That's terrible.
But you're going to have quite a lot of consequences as a result of that.
Right,
also,
and plus you miss some of the nice stories. It's like that guy maybe could have given you something, or who knows.
Yeah.
You know.
The thing is
more
that
source points.
yeah.
I can tell what path you're choosing, Joe.
The
Don't.
dark side.
Well, yeah, but it is. Well, you'll see. It's going to be quite a lot of fun. All right.
So, like, are we still able to pick different choices and go anywhere?
Yeah.
Or do we have to group up?
No.
So 4 players, because
Yes.
you're adding 2 more players on top. So everybody's just going to be off doing their own thing, or they're going to be in a party role-playing Dungeons and Dragons style. I like that.
There you
That
go.
seems very cool.
That's it. That's,
okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's actually the entire point of everything that we're putting in there.
Yeah, it seems very Dungeons and Dragons, because everybody has their own thing to say for that particular interesting item, and then you still have those conversation system that you have from the original game that you can pick, and then you said competitive talking and.
You're starting to get it now. Right, so you see again he has different options, and so maybe try the dwarf option to see what happens when you do that. But yeah, no, the town's full enough of gnomes as it is, so maybe you should insult him. See what that does.
Start a fight.
So that's not going to work out, and Thomas is going to have to find another way.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, what do you do if you get denied?
So I can switch following. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow Thomas here with my human, because normally we would show it to you on 2 screens.
Yeah.
And just to see, Thomas, did you pick up some source already?
I did, yeah.
All right, excellent. So we're going to head out here into the fields. And so, because it's a game like Original Sin, there's always different options of doing things. So I think that we should be careful here. So maybe we should start going forward. Yeah, but we're not actually sneaking here. Now we're sneaking. It's the V button. Yeah, so one of the things that, just to explain what you saw, we added, this used to be the sneak button on Original Sin, but this is now the cover button. So you can see cover behind objects. That's also something that was added and that wasn't there in the original game. So we just need to sneak, and his sneaking failed because okay. So I'll let you do it. We'll just watch from a distance. All right. So Thomas is going to use one of his source skill. You're going too close. Too close. Do it now. All right, and he's going to destroy these poison slugs here, which can be rather annoying. Hopefully, and he's going to do that with a meteor shower, I think. Are you doing it?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm holding on. Any problems?
Thomas, meteor shower now!
Thomas?
I get to it.
He's waiting for he's
You can't do it.
the
Why?
suspense factor. We need the suspense factor.
You can't manage?
Hold on.
Aziz light
Ah,
failed. Now you're messed
it's-
up. And here they come.
Oh no, he's poisoned.
Poison.
All right.
This is gonna happen to you a lot.
It is.
Now, here's the
No.
thing, right? I don't have to help him. I can just watch and see what happens, because we could be playing competitively also. So I can actually, while Thomas is fighting, so let's do that. We're going to free will a little bit. I'm just going to say, like, make war. So I'm now at war with Thomas, and I'm going to backstab him.
Because you didn't see.
You
You,
didn't
see
do
what
the meteor
happened?
shower.
Yeah,
All you had to do was a meteor shower.
I'm going to teach him. So I'm going to teleport him over here. Alright.
No,
That
no.
is some fucked up shit.
Alright, I'm just
Why
gonna-
would you ever do that to your party friend or your
Well,
companion?
Because,
It's
well, what...
competitive.
So the thing that I wanted to show, what we're
Well,
going
I
to
don't know
show...
how that works.
You've never played it before. It's new. Oh, you find
Oh,
it?
now he does it.
You missed.
You hit yourself, Thomas.
I also hit them.
Yes, you did hit them. He's like, but I also hit them.
So the cool part here is there's lots of stuff going on at the same time. So let's explain what you're seeing, and I'll answer your question about the
Okay.
competitive. So first of all, these poison slugs, they bleed poison. That poison connected with the fire, and that caused the poison cloud to come. These are all interactions that were available in the original game. But these guys are pretty cool because they heal also by going into the poison. So they're basically, the fire that is causing the poison cloud is actually healing them also. So you get this little chain reaction going on, which
I love that from the
Yeah.
I
original
like
game.
all the
Just
interactions,
the
all these
environmental.
combinations and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, why did I kill Thomas? Well, or try to attempt to kill Thomas. It turns out that you can actually have what we call it competitive questing. You will find different quests in the game, and you can take different sides in these quests, and then you can start going against each other. Your party needs to stay together from time to time because you are going to have to do things together, but your motivations for doing it don't have to be the same. As a matter of fact, we encourage you tremendously to have different. We give you different motivations. So to give you a very simple example, this one is not in the game, but it's very simple to explain it. We all have to go to the north. All right, I have to go to the north because I want to encounter my father. You're going to the north to kill my father. Right? And
You're like a
so
But you don't know that.
I don't know that. Well,
Okay.
this is exactly the case with Hudson over here. If you go into his inventory, we see that he has a contract with him. And what does this contract say? Stamped with the seal of the divine order, this heavy, creamy parchment carries with it the authority of a powerful regime. And if I read it, it's going to be that he is on a assassination mission. So he is not really a fugitive. He's here because he's a member of the Lone Wolves.
You lied to us.
Yeah, but the other guys don't know that. If you would be playing in single player, then this guy would be a companion, and you wouldn't know it either. But since you're controlling in a multiplayer, you know these things about your character.
What if you got your hands on that letter, though?
Well, that's the interesting part, right? So then you
Yeah.
can have conversations about it. So this is now going to start. I'll show you a lot of examples of this today.
Okay.
And as you're going through it, you'll start understanding what I meant about the voice recording and the amount of options that are present in the game.
And because there's 4-player cooperative, that makes it so much more interesting. Everybody could have their own thing going on,
Yeah.
and you don't know whether to trust your friends or.
Like
Exactly.
secret
That is so
alliances.
cool.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my secret alliance.
Joe wants something negative.
Yes.
That secret he's hiding.
So the poison exploded because it was on fire. Ooh, Thomas. And Thomas
Oh no!
died.
Thomas
Oh,
is
it's
dead.
Thomas.
Oh shit, he's acided? It's pity. Because if his body would have been there, I could have sucked the swords
I
out
was
of
like,
him.
take his ghost, take his ghost.
No, he's gonna resurrect because he's special. And he's gonna be, I think you're on the... So what I'm
Because he's a
doing...
ghost whisperer.
Yeah, I'm gonna flee the combat here. And I think, Thomas, that we'll make peace. Are you where I think you are?
I was near the graveyard.
So I should be seeing you soon.
There he is. Wait.
No, that's another dwarf.
Oh.
Full of them.
Judge racist!
Hey, I'm sorry.
I
No.
don't know.
I'm
what
at the
this
graveyard,
is.
so did you move already or are you going back to town?
I can try to go back to town.
Right, otherwise come back to the graveyard and I'll see you there. So yeah, we're not seeing each other anymore because we're at war now. And hopefully...
And if he gets in range, it's going to start a battle?
No, I
He
actually
needs
don't...
to turn off war then.
I will have to... Yeah, well, you have to make peace.
I'm coming,
I'm
coming
co-
back to the fight
You're going to the fight?
where you are.
Yeah, well, I was going elsewhere. I was going to go... Well, it's okay. Yeah, because that's the only way you're going to go in town now is this way, right?
Yes.
So I'm coming to you. Okay. Because he can't get into town anymore, so I need...
Right.
Okay, I'm coming over. There he is. See, and I'm going to make peace. Wait. Make peace. All right. So we're at peace now.
Then he has to accept or decline, or it doesn't matter.
On the make peace, right now I think that if either one of
that's
us
a
makes
good point.
peace, it's at peace. But in the final game you will have something called pacts, and but that's not in there yet, so I can't show it to you.
Oh, okay.
But the pacts are going to be important in managing that thing. Do you need some help getting over, little man?
Right. There's a big fire here.
Yes, I can see that.
You need some redemption, Thomas.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I have a skill which is called Winged Feet. So, and that one allows me to travel.
Fly.
Well, yeah, basically I can walk over surfaces without being hurt by them.
Oh,
So I'm,
you get the cool stuff.
Walk on water.
yeah, basically that's it. All right, we need to go. We're going to go inside, but this is not necessarily going to be an easy entry for me. So I'm just going to see him through, and then it's to the north here, Thomas. Just follow me. You should be the one doing this because your dwarven friends tell you this. He would have been the only one to know about this entrance as a dwarf, actually. Because this is the entry to the dwarven slums. Shall we enter? Alright. So we're in the dwarven slums now. And we're going to follow Thomas and we'll follow his conversations and his antics for a second. And then we'll jump back to Lady Gwyn here. I'm going to get Lady Gwyn over here to send one of her teleporter pyramids, which are still in the game, to Hudson. And then Hudson will be able to teleport to her using it. So let's do that. There we go. And I'll make Hudson... Well, I actually will show off a little bit of Hudson special abilities. Or secret a little bit later on. We'll first do the thing with Gwyn. Because we're going to lose track otherwise. Alright, so let's move over here with Gwyn. This is my house. This is where I was born and raised, right? And that's my brother. And so he reacts to me like, hey, Gwyn, what are you doing here? But he's not very happy about me being here. And the reason he's not very happy about it is because he was finally the boss. His mother is in jail, Gwyn was in jail, and he could be the lord of the manor. So that's not very good. And what's going to happen now, and this is a pity that we won't see it, but it's on Thomas's screen. Thomas is at some point going to get a messenger which will approach him, and because he's in the multiplayer, and this is like a multiplayer only option, which is going to carry a note which is going to say, I want you to assassinate Gwyn. Right, so if you were playing with Thomas's dwarf, you would get the mission to
The
go in.
orders to go and assassinate your buddy.
Because this guy here is going to offer actually the amount of money that you need.
So let's say you do accept that contract, you get 1,000 gold, you can go on the dragon ahead of everybody else. Yeah. But does Gwyn? Do I get to come back? Because I can resurrect at any time, right?
You
so
resurrect, but there's a
I am
downside.
inconvenienced.
Yes.
but I could still play the game.
That's
I'm
it.
not dead forever
Yeah,
or whatever.
That's
okay.
exactly it.
Okay,
Right.
cool. And a question.
Unless you're
this
playing
is if
other
we're-
modes.
Okay.
In other
And
modes,
this
that's
is
it.
if we're playing with 4 human players. Let's say I'm playing single player. Am I playing everybody's storyline? You know what I'm saying?
It's
or,
like
or
a-
is the AI walking off and the elf does his own thing?
No. Then it's different because then you're controlling the characters like you would be controlling them, like
and
I'm
then I
controlling
can
them now.
switch. Yeah, I can switch to the dwarf and
Yeah.
play the dwarf storyline, then leave him there,
Yeah.
and then switch to the human and do the
Exactly.
human
But
thing.
eventually I'll have to find a compromise within my party.
Well, shit, that's like 4 different
More,
games, 4
more
different
than 4,
storylines.
because we have more than 4 origin stories.
More than 4 origins.
Yeah, we'll let you pick your.
Oh
origin
right, because the
stories.
origin story you pick at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we're going to Kickstarter because we want to add more origins. Quite a lot of them actually.
Okay.
But it's a lot of work to put them in, and so we'll see how much we'll have at the end of the entire campaign. Hopefully, more.
Well, it's good that the first game was good, and
Yeah.
and because obviously some people are nervous to kickstart things, but
Yeah.
at least your company, they know they're getting something at least as good as the original, hopefully.
I think it will be. It's going to be a really good RPG.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's stuff in there that when I see it, my heart beats faster. Like the thing. Well,
All right,
the
good.
thing is with
I
the
mean, that
guards.
kind of passion.
The thing with the guards at the entrance. So yeah, he's rather interesting because if I talk to him, he's going to ask me because I have pet pal. He says, "You're one of the guys that can talk. Do you know certain? You smell like Gwyn Welford." And then he goes like, "I don't want her anymore. I don't want to go back. The ridiculous costumes, having to dance for my treats, etc." But when Gwyn talks to him, she doesn't have it, of course. Hold on, let me give it to her. So if she would have invested in the talent, she would have had a different dialogue because it's for everybody, right? So,
Right.
So let's give her pet pal.
I
So-
always take pet pal.
Yeah.
I like talking to animals, Joe.
So here she goes like, "Oh, Gwyn." Excitedly proclaim it's you, Mac's old friend and master. You're back. So he's not very
Yeah.
happy
He doesn't really care.
about it. But anyway, I
And
mean,
he's hiding behind the couch.
and so that's not in there. But then when they talk to one another, you will have an entire dialogue options also. And so the elf can actually say, "Gwyn, your dog doesn't really like you very much."
Your
Yes,
dog
and then
hates
you
you.
have
What are you
the-
talking about?
You have those player character conversations going on.
Cool.
All right, let me demonstrate. Well, this is a guard, right? So
You know your dog hates you, right? Yeah. He told me so. I had the dialogue
No.
option. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
So I'm gonna make Thomas's life a little bit harder. So I'm gonna accuse him of a crime. So I'm gonna say that Mangan the dwarf of smuggling stolen goods. I knew it. We'll follow this up immediately. As good people like you are keeping us safe from the scum. So I could have accused anybody, but now here's the thing. I can't show it because we are not seeing both screens. But Thomas is now going to be questioned by the guards, and they'll ask him to go through his inventory and as he moves through the world. But the thing is also that I can put stuff in his inventory that gets him in jail.
I can see somebody over there abusing that power.
Putting stuff in
He's like,
your
yeah, go
inventory.
question Joe. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Joe has 15 barrels that he stole.
I was like, oh, thank you, Joe. What do I deserve all this for?
Oh, no, I don't worry about it. I
So
did.
generous.
Yeah, I found him.
Oh crap! Yeah. Well, they started, so they're actually also investigating me. So allow the nice guard to check your inventory. So this is it's my thief, of course, yeah, because he has a thief tag, so he's suspicious. Sorry about this. It says you're free to go then, and so I can say, you know what? I'm going to accept from you the contraband, and he said the contraband is at an unofficial harbor. And so what I'm going to do now is going to send it to Thomas. It's now in his true magic pockets. It's in his backpack. So if they find it from him, then they will arrest him. Thomas, can you send it back to me because I don't want you to be arrested. I'll quickly run out of town.
If he gets arrested,
Yeah,
does
where
he
does
go
he
to
go?
jail?
He's going to go to jail.
And then we can break him out.
We can break him out. That's well, actually. Do you want him to be arrested,
Yes.
Thomas?
Thomas,
keep
you
the
are-
contraband.
Thomas has had a hard day. Let's take it easy on him, guys.
No.
I gave it back to you.
You gave it back to me.
Yes.
I'm going to send it back to you. To who did you give it? To Gwyn? Ah,
Playing hot potato.
alright. So,
Because they're illegal.
and there
Illegal
is
goods.
smuggled goods. I'm sending it to you. So the next time that Thomas is going to be confronted by a guard, then select the option that you go to jail.
Yeah.
So don't resist arrest, etc. So anyway, we're going to go and I'm going to split up these two because I wanted to show you that too. See, so remind the guard that I'm going. Okay. So if he would have investigated me and I had the contraband, then I would have been in jail. So I just gave it at the right moment to Thomas, actually. Before I do that, I'm going to go in
They're
here.
checking me now, so.
They're checking you?
Yeah.
How about look, and we can actually watch it. Hold on, we'll even listen to it. 5 to 1 says you're carrying something illegal, dwarf. Search time, open up.
Oh shit! We gave him the illegal.
Hello, the nice guard too. I hear more. Yeah, there you go. So they find it.
They found the contraband.
And he can do a small fund off to the cells for a few days.
Yeah, he's going to jail.
Alright, that's there you go. So Thomas is gone and he's in jail now, and so we're going to have to get him out of jail. So we'll help him out. But first we're going to do something else. We're going to do this. So this guy here, I can trade with, and I am interested in this red fabric dye, for which I will overweight. I don't want to give 2 of them. This is unfortunate, or is it because my... Okay, I only want to give him 1, and I want some money for it. Now why would I buy red dye? Well, I'm not really interested in red dye. What I'm rather interested in is the following thing. Brilla here, she's a trader that has poison potions, so I'm going to buy a poison potion. Alright, can you guess what I'm going to do?
Poison potion, red dye. No.
Alright, well, I'm going to now give. I have cheat codes, right? So but I don't think I need. I just need to put my crafting up a little bit. Alright, there we go. I'm going to combine the red dye with the poison.
What?
And I'm going to send a large healing potion to Thomas.
Okay.
You're gonna give him a poisoned healing potion?
Yes.
After you took him,
After
sent him
you
to jail.
forced him to jail.
So I mean, it looks like a regular.
So basically, don't trust anybody in this game is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
some potion.
that's indeed.
Here's a health potion.
That's-
Shut up, Joe. That's poison.
And it looks like a health potion,
Yeah.
right? Now, normally, if you are going to be like, say, you'll be able to say, I don't want to accept magic pockets.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do have is the ability to sneak behind somebody or go invisible, and then you can also pickpocket him.
Oh,
so
you put the illegal goods where he went to jail into a magic pocket, but
Yeah.
you have an ability to say, I don't want magic
Yeah, so
pockets.
if I
But
sneak
that doesn't
up to,
stop them
yeah.
from sneaking up and putting shit in your
I don't think
backpack.
I'll be. Well, let me try to. Yeah, I can show you. Or I can. Well, I don't need to crouch here. Let me see if I can do it. Just so you see. So you could do this already in the original game also. So I'm just
Right.
using a feature. God, it's not gonna be so that easy. And I don't have pickpocket skill. Okay, should have had pickpocket skill. I would have been able to do it, but
Okay.
I can give myself pickpocket skills because otherwise, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Crap anymore. All right, I'm going to cheat myself. Well, no, I can't cheat that much, otherwise everything will become unbalanced. Anyway, so if I would have pickpocketed, I would have been able to put it in him, and so if I would have snuck up behind Thomas, that's how I could have put him. And I can the contraband, but also all kinds of nasty surprises, like for instance the health potions using the crafting system. Crafting, which by the way is going to be completely different than in the original game, and which I should have actually shown you. So please remind me of showing you skill crafting when we're back near the house of where I was brought up. So now, Thomas, I don't know, where are you right now? In jail?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. So we're in the. This is the prison, and did they put? Oh yeah, I'm curious.
Are we
which
going? Are we going to try to find him in jail? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you're in the. Are you in the cavern?
Yeah, the cave thing.
He's in a different jail.
Yeah, this is the rich jail for the humans, and so I didn't know it was working already. This is cool.
So if you don't
He's in a
help him,
shittier jail for the
Yeah.
dwarves.
so if you don't help him, he's just stuck there.
No, there's a way that he can get
Okay.
out. So yes, sir, indeed, in the shitty jail.
Hey, Thomas.
So it's because you have the dwarf tag, right? So hi, how's it going?
Pretty sad, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine. You want out?
Yes.
How much?
Yeah, you can trade. Make an offer.
Take everything.
The door is locked, Thomas. You really want me to get in trouble with
I
the
only have a health potion.
Maybe you should drink that health
Drink
potion.
it!
It'll give you
Oh, yeah, that's right.
special powers to phase through
Yeah.
Hold on.
Drink it!
Yeah, I forgot the fact that they took all of his stuff. The stuff is going to be in the evidence chest over here.
Oh, okay. So you get everything back. Cool.
No, you didn't understand. His stuff is in here.
Oh, so
No, it's
you're
not
gonna
there.
take it. Oh.
Another evidence chest then. Shit, where is it? Oh, this is
shit.
210. Oh, there
You're
they
gonna
are.
take it and then release him. Got it.
I know, I just see what he
You
has.
can't even barter. You can't say, well,
Oh, there you go. Look
I'll
at
give you
that.
that. Well, I'll just take it.
Smuggled. That's a really asshole move. All right, I'll help Thomas with the teleporter permit and send it to him right now, because otherwise, poor man is going to stay in jail. And Thomas, you can use the teleporter permit, and then you're going to be naked, right?
No, I have my clothes on.
Ah, okay, that's good.
I'm near the thief now.
Okay, well, you can come to the barracks so that we can see you talk to the dwarven suspect. So, if I talk to the dwarf, and to hurry up a little bit, I'll show you that. The dwarf doesn't want to talk to me because I'm a well-forged pup. However, if my thief would talk to the dwarf, I would actually be able to reason with the dwarf. So that's because that's just a human tag. So the dwarf only reacts to my origin tag. That's our little Thomas here. And if Thomas now talks to the dwarf, he can actually pick up the quest wherein he's going to be asked to forge. Where he's going to be asked to forge evidence against my mother because she's actually innocent. My mother asked of me to forge evidence against the dwarf because he's actually also innocent. So the intelligent of the pack is my elf. So let's act as if she's intelligent, and she says, let's go look at the poisoned victim and maybe he knows something. She's also happens to be a healer, so she's capable of doing things that others might not be able to do. So anyway, so this is the healer. I can talk to him about my mother. I have a persuasion event in which I can't. What happened? I ask him what about the mayor, and then I can ask him to tell me the things, etc. But we're going to skip through all of that. What I'm going to do is, and that would be that those dialogues are also different for different characters. This is the mayor. She's sick, right? So now, if you remember, I can see ghosts, right? So we can help her a little bit. Sorry.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill her.
I should have missed. Alright. Oh.
You scared him.
Oh my god. Why did you murder that man?
Sorry?
Ghost.
Alright, so I can go through an entire conversation. Just will be served for Sir Black Horse and you. So, and of course I can also spirit suck her again. So this was using this spirit systemic that's present in the game to shortcut a quest, in which three of us would have been on different parts of the quest line. There was Thomas, who would be going on the dwarf track. There was my Steve, who could have gone also on the dwarf track or on the human track. There was Gwyn, who could have gone. She couldn't have gone on the dwarf track. She could only have gone on the human track. However, if she would have found proof against her mother, she would have been able to give it to the dwarves. And then there's just the track that the elves just walked by, just shortcutting everything, killing the ghost, and doing that thing.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to show you.
This game is gonna ruin friendships.
There was we showed it to a journalist, and he had a fantastic quote. He said, like, Original Sin, we had people who proposed in the game, right? There were marriages that were done in Original Sin, and they had this little special quest as a result of the Kickstarter that they put in there where they gave the ring. And so I said, well, this Original Sin caused people to marry, but this one is going to cause divorce.
Yes.
We have an entire new crafting interface, but it's not in this build.
Hmm.
So I'm still going to use the
The
previous.
crafting is different from the original Divinity?
Yeah. It's actually in the enhanced edition. It's already different, but it's not present in this build. So you have an entire recipe list, but you can still discover things. So, for instance, skill crafting is something that is new. The thing that I'm going to show you now. So let's line them up and see what happens. I'm going to have a little quiz for you. If I do a summon spider skill and I combine it with a mute skill, do you know what's going to happen?
You're gonna have a mute spider?
Almost. Well, I'm going to have a stealth spider.
A stealth spider.
So a spider that is going to be
Ninja
capable-
spiders.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Ninja spiders.
This blew my mind.
So-
Ghost and ninja spiders.
Yeah.
Sold.
It's ninja spiders, yeah. That's actually a better name for it. So yeah, so you have that. The thing is also the
Oh, good God.
and so that
Creepy.
spider can then has a hide and shadow skill. So let's try another one. If I do grease trap and rain, what do I get?
I have no idea. Oh, explosions,
There's no fire though.
right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's no fire. I need
No,
to
I get grease
cook
rain, so I can basically make it rain grease. So where is that? Where is that bloody book? And there is grease rain. So now I have grease rain.
that. Make it rain French fries.
French fry.
That's exactly it. So you're going to get grease.
French fries.
And so of course, yeah, look at what happened here.
Okay, yeah. that's
It went on
pretty cool.
fire because of this thing here.
I see.
That caused to but get out of
Stay away from her.
How the hell did the ninja spider die?
there. But it was probably because it was already over its turn. Let's see if I can do one
Got
last
some
one.
new spells.
Rain and lacerate.
Rain and lacerate.
Lacerate inflicts
So
bleeding.
So hail.
Basically, it's raining razor blades.
Yeah.
Is that
That could have been that. Yeah,
Let's
we
see.
came up with blood rain.
blood rain?
Blood rain.
And-
Okay.
And so why would you want to make it?
Why
rain?
would you? Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we have a talent which is called leech.
Blood for the blood.
Leech. And leech heals you when you're standing in blood, so it's something that you can use in combat, but by making it rain blood.
That's not creepy at all.
Make it rain blood.
He just like
I want to
doused
see it.
it.
Is it
Yes.
in this build?
Yeah, I just mastered it. I just learned it. So let me rain blood.
Rain of blood.
So there you go. It's just. So we'll have a.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not seeing blood surfaces appear. Blood surfaces should appear. And
Oh,
that's,
there
there
you go.
they are. Yeah. And so then you stand in those, and that's.
Red rum. Red rum.
They're going. Yeah, they're not sorted out yet in terms of timings. So all of these things, skill crafting is something that our sorcerers can also do, and they add up an entire new layer of crafting complexity. And they also demonstrate another thing that's important about Original Sin 2. We're keeping all of the skills that were already present in Original Sin 1, pretty much like you had Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2. You had all the things from Baldur's Gate 1 were present in Baldur's Gate 2, but then a shitload of stuff was built on top of it. And this is essentially what's happening here also. So Thomas, if you can go forward and we'll just watch you go through trouble. So he's going to be in an ambush of these guys. These guys are here to murder the guy that lives inside. But that's also the target of this guy, of Hudson. And he used to belong to them. But I'm not going to do it because I want to do it to Thomas. So just go through the dialogue. And should you need help in combat, just drink that healing potion.
Ambush.
There you go. So what I'm going to do now is
Oh,
I'll demonstrate a... yeah, he's fucked. Look at what I'm
Help
doing.
him!
I'm walking through the
torturing
combat.
What are you doing?
Yes, I'm still figuring out.
Oh, he's locked in combat.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's in the combat mode.
Yeah, and I'm not. So I can just decide, am I going to join this combat or not? And who am I going to help, right? And or maybe I'll see who's winning first. All right, so this is how you
That's
can...
always the safest bet. Yeah.
No, well, the thing is that because it's 4 players, you can be cooperating. Like it could be 2 versus 2. Like we have a split screen mode that allows you to play 2 versus 2 with couples. That's really cool. But you can also be all 4 at war with each other, right? So then you might wonder, are we going to do this, or you will make temporary alliances and so forth. So there's.
So if we let him die, are those ambushers gonna go back to normal where you can talk to him?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the idea.
To go my gear, so I have nothing to fight.
He has nothing to fight with. He said.
Everything.
So I know decided to go, and I'm gonna help you, Thomas.
It's the least we could do.
You waited too long. It looks like he's gonna die anyway.
Bleeding out.
Yeah, I think that's I'll just get him out of trouble. See, I help you.
There.
Oops, sorry.
That's not.
Oh no!
Oh
You just
my
killed it.
And so that.
Why did he die?
Because I dropped him from a large height.
Oh, you
Oh,
held him up.
okay.
And you
There's the featherfall version of that, but I made him a thing. So now I can just go to, and so what's gonna happen now is that Johnny Northeast, and so he has a different dialogue than what Thomas had. And he says, I recognize you. And so Hudson's secret is now exposed to the rest of the party because they are going to be talking about it, and then again all kinds of ramifications come out of that. So that's basically it in a nutshell.
Cool. That's awesome. It's you're definitely adding a lot onto the formula. The formula was already fun, so a 4-player cooperative with individual stories. I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, good. Well,
But this is going to be a Kickstarter.
yeah.
And so you're starting
August
another
26th.
Kickstarter August 26th.
Yeah.
And is it going to be the same price as the same pledge options as the original? Are you charging more or less?
No, I think that we charged $25 for the base game, so we
It's
haven't.
been a while because
yeah.
I kickstarted a long time ago.
So we'll have an early bird, which is also $25, and then it'll go a little bit up as those things go. The final game will be probably $45 or something.
So
like
if
that,
you kickstart, it's only $25,
Yeah.
and then
But
if
you get all
you
the
buy afterwards, then
It'll
it's
be more-
$45.
Yeah.
And with the Kickstarter, you might get some goodies, you saying?
Yeah, there's all the Kickstarter goodies. There's going to be.
I definitely pay $25 for this
Oh,
because
for
I had so
sure.
much fun in the original. I definitely
There's
do
so
that
much to
on the
do.
Kickstarter.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, definitely. It was really awesome. Thank you so much for showing off the game. So I guess when can this video go up?
Well, the day of the Kickstarter is 26th, and that's when all the embargoes break. So August 26th.
Okay, and then so by the time the embargo breaks, the Kickstarter will be going
It will
on.
be
So
live.
people, if you enjoyed what you saw, you can go to the Kickstarter right now, contribute. If you want to wait, and me and OtherJoe will probably be streaming the game on Twitch,
for
checking it
sure.
out, possible review for you guys. And okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
This is the end of the line.